Good morning, everyone. Alessandro Trevisan here from the silo at the magnificent Hunt Hill Farm. Yes, this place is magnificent indeed. And you gotta be here. You gotta stop by and see, because there is no other words to describe what it is. I don't even think the magnificent describes everything. Right, what you see in the back there is the tobacco barn that was built in 1820. And of course, I'm here in the dining area of the 1836 barn, Ruth and Skitch Henderson's home. And it's all part of our living museum experience that you will be able to one day stop by and experience, right? All right. Another beautiful rainy morning. Raindrops falling on my head. Oh, yes, I love the rain. Because unexpected, awesome things are going to happen today. As you know, this is what I believe. Every time there rains, something awesome and unexpected happens to me. Good morning, and how's your day today? How's your morning? How's your head, your heart, your feelings, everything about you? Are you inspired, rejoiced, committed to making today the best day of your living, the best day of your life? Because you deserve it, you deserve it, and everyone around you deserve that too. Deserve to see you happy, to see you, feeling awesomely yourself. There's nothing better than that, just to feel awesome. And, sometimes takes a little bit to get there. We move along and dealing with life's lemons and obstacles, or our rewards for our ability to overcome them. Yeah, but as long as we never give up trying, we keep moving forward, you're never going to lose. You're never going to lose. If you don't stop trying, if you keep going, you will get there. And the best part of everything is that you already got everything you need to make your dreams come true, to make the positive things in your life manifest positively. It's just a matter of maybe retuning, changing some paths, doing some different things here and there. And, it works. You can take it from me if you want to, because everything I do here, especially at this time, is the me time, is Alessandro's time, is the time I take for myself to try to learn my guitar and just not think of work. I just do things. I walk my dogs. I try to play the guitar. I, play around with my head. I read a little bit. And by the way, I'm almost done reading Valerie Walsh's book, A Shadow to the Core. Oh, what a fantabulous book. Totally worth reading and being able to witness what people are capable of, when they really want, and they're really committed to just control how they live their lives and the outcome when they're living. And it's phenomenal. So Valerie's book is an inspiration on itself. I mean, amazing. You should read it. So Shattered to the Core, Valerie Walsh. Gotta tell you, I'm going to be on the next book signing because I wanted my book signed too. I took this phrase today from Winston Churchill. It says, kites rise highest against the wind and not with it. Right? Like going against the flow, or certain things that sometimes are necessary for us to do, at least in my understanding, my interpretation of that, is, sometimes we need to take different paths and different ways and go against the tide and against certain standards in order to achieve what we expect, and possibly on a different way, right? There's always different ways to do things. We all have a mind, a brain. Some of us use it wisely, some of us don't use it at all. And this brain Like, remember, we're, in my understanding, we're all part of this awesome universe and this energy that circulates and controls and feeds everything. So we're always in connection with these vibrations, the higher vibrations and the waves, right? The energy waves. And when they enter your being, first they will come as a thought, I guess. And this thought might become an idea. This idea might turn into an action. And the idea can simply be a comment or, an actual thing that you do. And this action will have consequences. And that's where we have to be very aware and very careful to make sure that we can treat our energy and we can treat our being right from the beginning to maximize our opportunities and chances of succeeding in what we are planning for our lives. My thought of the day today is kind of interesting because we are living in a world right now where everyone is entitled to an opinion, and that's the way it should be, right? We have our freedom of expressions and a bunch of things that allows us to really express ourselves the way we feel like. But also some people lose their grip in reality and start exercising this right in ways that are excessive sometimes. And looking around, seeing what is promoted and what the world really needs sends almost a message that not everyone is kind of in the same connection in terms of understanding what the world needs. And the needs are so many and so vast. But certain things like peace, love, understanding are things that we can give it all the time because we always need that. We can always benefit from that, And so I wrote my thoughts back in a time in my life when I was relatively successful in one of my projects, but at the same time trying to figure out, how my head goes and make sure I keep myself focused and guided, right, towards the living of my dreams, because it's very easy to get distracted. It's very easy by friends or influences around us. Sometimes if we're not really vigilant, we can really get distracted and end up, going in a total different direction than what we really wanted to go. So I wrote these thoughts every morning. I wake up, first thing that comes to my head, I put in paper, and later I would try to make sense of it. So this one here says this: practice peace in your daily life and your world will be better. Never become a person incapable of commending or accepting acts of goodness, positive energies, and caring words. We desperately need to develop a devotion to peace. Remember, we have the power to improve the quality of life in the world around us. And we do have this power because every time that you send something positive to the world, every time you send something positive here to us to share, you affect everybody's life. I hope right now you can actually hear what I'm saying, because yesterday I had some issues and I didn't realize. My internet is freaking out, so I updated the modem. I'm getting the rest of the materials. I'm upgrading my modems and my things to see if I can solve this problem. So I hope you can actually hear uninterrupted. If not, then I'm sorry. I'm working on that. Okay. Yes. So every time we do something good and we send some positive vibrations to the universe, we're affecting everyone's life. It goes like a wave and it spreads. And little by little, the world keeps getting better. It's all about all the good stuff that we throw out there and we mentalize on them, and we really wish the world to become a better place. And it does. Now, for example, knowing that this is my day, and not my day, my time, right? My time in the day. This is the Alessandro's time. I received some comments from a friend of mine. They came and said, there are some people that really like you and they're close to you and this and that and blah, 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 but they want to say some things and then they're afraid that you're going to be, you're not going to like the information or whatever they think or their opinions and stuff like that. And I was curious, so what is it? What is about what the people are talking? And believe it or not, some people are bothered maybe by my videos. They think, oh, Alessandro do too many videos. Maybe he'll be better if he just did once a week. Who knows? Maybe I can just do like once a year. That would please a lot of people. But no, I'm going to do it every morning. This is my page, my project, my life, my truth. And you don't have to actually be here and watching my videos every day. If you want to see it once a week, then come once a week and see it. If you want to see it, or whatever. I understand. I totally understand. I'm not being against people's opinions. The contrary, I actually totally open to positive criticism and constructive criticism. This is the most important piece of everything, right? Because if it is constructive, you can take that and shape into information, digest, and see if it makes sense. Because we're all entitled to an opinion. I have mine, you have yours, they have theirs. But if you can really support your opinion with facts and some data that makes sense and happens to be better than mine, have no doubt that I will adapt if I believe to be worth. Another part of the comment, or some of the comments, are like that I should show less of the silo. I should show less of the farm and don't mix my personal life with the silo's life and all that good stuff, which is understandable from a point of view. But first of all, again, to be understandable, it's not my fault that I live in paradise and this place is amazing. How many people you see that use fake backgrounds, right, on the chroma key and all that stuff because they're looking for a different, unique, exquisite background. And I have to be blessed to have many of these amazing backgrounds at my disposal. But one of the reasons I do that purposefully is actually a way to show everyone how beautiful this place is, how amazing this place is. A lot of people don't know that we have a museum, and the museum was the first Smithsonian affiliate in the country 19 years ago. Or the cooking school, the art gallery, the historic buildings. There's so much here. This is a little way for me to do my thing without being working, but at the same time, take advantage of this time and the audience that is here to see the wonderful things we have at Hunt Hill Farm and the Silo. But the most important thing that people should kind of consider sometimes is the fact that if I haven't come here with my wife back in 2020, today, there would be no more buildings here for you to see or for me to show as a background. Yeah, probably would be. It would be a condo or some other things, right? These historic buildings, the museum, all of this that I'm showing you every day would be gone, destroyed. You can think any way you want it, right? So opinions. And against the tide, let's say, is a reason why I choose to show everything every day, and I'm going to keep going. And I'm even, working on the VR stuff. I'm going to show even more. But at the end of the day, it's interesting to analyze that for some reason, these people that's supposed to be close to me or care for me choose not to approach me directly, choose to go to a third party, which is a friend of mine, which is fine, to share an opinion, afraid that I will have a ignorant reaction or something like that. I mean, is that the message I pass through to everybody? Because if it is, please, I'm sorry. I am very aggressive. I am very incisive on the things that I want, and strong opinions. Because if I have to choose between my opinion and your opinion, I'm going to keep mine, unless your opinion comes with some facts that would justify, further attention to it. But I'm always open to positive criticism and constructive criticism. I'm always open to the truth. Isn't this an amazing opportunity that these people, whoever they are, could just come to me and say, Alessandro, we really care for you. We love this place and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But we believe that, maybe in your videos, you're doing this, you're doing that. So that a reason would be a perfect opportunity to allow me to explain myself, explain my point of view, and you can explain yours. And at the end, we can compare and be like, oh, wow, it kind of makes sense, right? Because one of my traits is the fact that I am a strategic thinker, and I'm a marketing guy, so I try to take advantage of the opportunities I have to do the things I need to do and maximize my possibilities of succeeding in my quest. But instead of choosing this path of going and creating a dialogue and make it into a constructive thing, you go into and start little comments about your opinion of what you think of here. And then there's another comment here and there, and keep evolving. Suddenly it becomes a thing where a think doesn't exist. Or for example, there was even other comments about some individuals that was thinking about helping the silo and doing big things and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But then because after they seen the videos, they kind of thinking and questioning and maybe not. Isn't that awesome? The would have, could have, should have, blue blus. Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, and I ask you from the other side too. How many opportunities do you have to actually go into the heads of people that are doing things in your area that you might be interested in? How many heads of, heads of nonprofits can you be in their heads and figure out what's going on every day in their lives? So if you are intending to help the silo do whatever you want to do, this is awesome. Then come and do. Come here. Let's meet. Let's talk. Let's do brain sparkles. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that could be done, should be done, and would be done. But I'm really interested in the things that we are doing and the people that are pouring their hearts in here to get it done. And you're open. If you come in here with good intentions and the love and the drive is really to help the community and help us, sustain this place and keep this dream alive and perpetuate the dream, you are very welcome here. And I am totally open to have discussions with everyone and anyone about any subject that is constructive. And I am willing to accept constructive and productive criticism, especially if this is going to help me to become a better person. But at the end of the day, we need to figure out how can we come together and save the silo and save Ruth and Skitch Henderson's legacy. There are some people that even say that Skitch and Ruth wasn't that, good of people. They were not that good. They're not that great. They're not this. They're not that. Really? Is that the time where you should figure out certain things, that they were just humans? And yeah, they are. And I'm sure they did a bunch of stuff of their own that may not please a lot of people. So what? What about other awesome things they have done? What about all the contributions and the amazing things they have achieved for this community and honestly for the world? You know what I'm saying? And this is a living museum experience, just like Ruth wanted, just like she dreamed. It's unfortunate that we don't have any of her dresses or pieces of clothes that she wanted to be displayed, but I'm in pursuit of it. And we have been able to recover many amazing artifacts, including a big load of stuff that arrived. Soon I'm going to release a video with the person that brought it to us. All right. So when you are in your own self, in your own time, and analyzing things in your life, and sometimes you come and start feeling that, things could be better, but they aren't. And you're feeling a little left out by your own self, by your mind, by your feelings, by your dreams. So when you're feeling that you're drifting away from who you are and all this power and all this love that I'm sure abounds inside of yourself, or even it's because of, excessive light is shining on you because of the successes you experience, but you're still feeling a little hollow, a little soft around the edges. Come back home, come here inside of yourself where you know who you are, everything that you have been through in your life. Open the reserve boxes of past happiness, happy moments. You've been happy once in your life at least, I'm sure. And if you look back and rewind, you can find that moment and try to remember that experience, remember that time, remember you were there. You've been happy. Maybe you need some help to get back there, but you've been happy. You're capable of understanding and identifying it. Then you can open the box of the impossible moments and things you thought you'd never be able to achieve for any reason. You don't have the power, the strength, the willingness. It doesn't matter. But here you are. You were able to do. You got it. You went through. You survived. Now you can thrive. It's totally possible and not easy, but possible. And you got what it takes. Now open the box of the stinky stuff. All the bad stuff that you did, the bad contributions and energies that you shared with the world. And unfortunately, you're going to have to pay for them. Usually for me, it came in moments where, things that's supposed to work in my life, it didn't. And after I gave up trying to find guilt in everyone for the wrong things that were happening to me, and I accepted that some of it could be my fault, I started to realize that I needed to clear my stinky box. And once things started working for me the way they're supposed to, I simply stopped making contribution to the stinky box. It's such a great feeling when we're finally able to understand who we are and where we are, especially the fact there are no limitations where we can go and what we can achieve. It's just a matter of fixing your brain, fixing your mind, because everything happens in your mind. When you open your eyes and you start thinking, that's when you should start going towards the path that will take you towards the life of your dreams. And the creation of these paths in your head, the ability to recreate those is what really matters and makes the difference, because you can turn night and day, wine and water. And the reason I'm saying this is because it happened to me. After living, 4 years from 13 to 17 on the streets and eating from garbage cans and being abused and et cetera, and et cetera, and et cetera. After 4 years, I really had enough. And I thought, you know what, this is it. I don't want it anymore. And boom, a single gesture of kindness gave me the opportunity I was looking for and changed my life forever and allowed me to be here today. So it is possible for everyone. If it was for me, it's for you and anyone else. Now, if you believe you can use some tools to help you, tune your head and understand yourself better and understand the power of this big brain you have in your head, we're doing the Silo Experiential Workshop Series. We're starting with Survival to Thriver, Tools to Get Us Unstuck. It's all focused on neuroplasticity of the brain, our brain's ability to reshape itself and control our minds, and how can we tune our brains for success. All I did in my life, I called survival. I had no idea what neuroplasticity was, or brain this and brain that. And now, around so many intelligent people that work in this field of, tuning people's brains, we put this workshop together, and it's fantabulous because they give us tools to understand how our head works, and we can activate them when we need to make sure that we'll always keep our focus on the things that we wanted to achieve. You can go to workshop@thesilo.org and subscribe. February, I think we still have 2 spots left. March is already open, and April will be open very soon. And it's entirely free for you, thanks to the volunteers, the professionals that are volunteering their time. Healthcare Advocate International from Stratford, they're supporting us and making this a possibility for everyone. And if you are now starting to feel a need, a desire to develop a deeper connection with Mother Nature, come to a magic place, learn some history, have some awesome quiet time, come to the Silo, visit Hunt Hill Farm. You're very welcome here. And if you could, on your way here, bring 1 pound of non-perishable food that will be donating to support New Milford Social Services fight to eradicate hunger in our town, it will be amazing. And at the same time, we're supporting the achievement of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. We're now focused on number 1 and 2, which is eradication of extreme poverty and hunger. If there is some kindness left and you could bring some diapers, children and adult diapers, this will also help us amazingly. It's a partnership with Rotary Club of New Milford, trying to help those members in our community in need of those items. COVID is hurting so many people. If you're in a position that you could help, this would be awesome. Again, if you want to share my link and my page and help me grow this awesome community, share the positivevibrationsalways.org and ask people to subscribe so we can keep growing this community. And there's a lot of cool stuff coming, planned, that I want to share with you later on. Okay? So take the opportunities to live an awesome day and speak up, speak your mind. If you really care for someone, if you really care for something, take the opportunities to embrace the truth and embrace communication and love and friendship to maximize the possibilities of, achieving the living of your dreams. Because your life is a free gift that allows you to be and do anything you want to do. It has nothing to do with your choices or how you're going to live it. Have a fantabulous day filled with love, happiness, understanding, opportunities to interact and share information with the ones you love and care for, with tons and tons and tons of positive vibrations always. Thank you.